So, Ubisoft have finally released the official release date of Year 8 Season 4 of Rainbow Six Siege. As you guys can see here from the official tweet coming from their Twitter account, they have finally announced that it will be dropping tomorrow, the 6th of December. Now, one thing they didn't mention was the time that this update will be going live tomorrow. I assume they'll give that to us tomorrow when they actually give us like the patch sizes and stuff like that. They'll probably give us an exact time that this update will be going live, and then they'll probably be telling us then how big each of the platform's update sizes will be. If you guys haven't seen my previous video, then the update sizes this time around are going to be a little bit different. I assume some of you Xbox players have already noticed that with the update that accidentally went live on the original release day of the season. But as you can see here from the official Rainbow Six Siege website, they have announced that the update size this time around is going to be significantly larger, roughly around 50 gigabytes, although I believe the Xbox update was around 39 gigabytes. And the reason for such a large update file this time around is to overall reduce the amount of disk space that it's going to take up on your platform. Right now, I believe Rainbow Six Siege takes up around 50 gigabytes on my PS5. I think it's a little bit different depending on what platform you're on, but basically they're going to aim to reduce this by around 10 gigabytes. The way they're going to do this is probably by removing some of the files that they don't need anymore. For example, some old events that they can add back at a later date, some old maps that they know they're not going to need anymore, and stuff like that. Now, I said this in my previous video, but there still really hasn't been much transparency between Ubisoft and their community about what actually went wrong the original day of release. They never actually told us what the groundbreaking bug was, or even if it was a groundbreaking bug that delayed the season. For all I know, they might have just been behind schedule and then they had to push it back. They could have found a groundbreaking bug the last minute before the update was supposed to go live, or maybe they realized one of the features that they added just didn't work at all, such as the new Defender AI playlist. It'd be nice if Ubisoft just told us what the delay was for, how long it was going to be for, and honestly I think that would appease a lot of the community, because it's kind of frustrating when on update day you hope to play, you hope to make videos on it from my perspective as a content creator, and then literally minutes before the update's supposed to go live they delay the season by an unknown date. And then even more confusion as some people on Xbox and stuff like that actually received the update anyway, and then after they downloaded that update it didn't even work. So it's just been a whole mess this season. I think Ubisoft really need to work on their transparency moving forward with the game, because obviously they announced that they plan to support the game for like another 10 years, so that is a very optimistic view from Ubisoft there if they keep up the same amount of communication and if they have the same kind of issues that they've been having recently. I think if Ubisoft plan to continue to update this game for another 10 years, they need to, one, work on the base code of Rainbow Six Siege. In fact, they might even have to rebuild it from the ground up, because when you've had a live service game like Rainbow Six Siege for such a long time, there is just layers and layers and layers of updates and lots of different tweaks and different interactions between operators now, that when you decide to add a new operator or even a new feature like crossplay and stuff like that, it takes a significantly longer period of time to actually implement that properly, and even when they do end up implementing it, sometimes it still releases buggy, there's still issues with it. And honestly, I think if Rainbow Six Siege decided to build up from the ground up on maybe a new engine or just with new base code, I think it would open a lot of the doors that Ubisoft currently seem to have closed to them. But with that being said, guys, if you share the same frustrations as me and you are still hyped for the brand new season of Siege, then make sure you drop a like on today's video. When the new update goes live tomorrow, I will be live streaming it here on this YouTube channel, so if you're interested in that, then make sure you stay tuned and hit that notification bell. Until then, click the video on screen and I'll see you in the next one.